When people say they want flat earth proof, I can give you so many that I could talk for hours on it. I could just keep talking and talking about it because there are just far too many proofs. Now, the proof, unfortunately, is all over the place. It's everywhere. It's right in our face, which is why we haven't been able to see it for so long, because they hid it in plain sight. I know a lot of people have heard that saying, they hide things in plain sight. That couldn't be any more of a true statement. I mean, that statement is so accurate because they do. Take the word airplane, for example. Let's look up what the word plane means. The word plane is defined right here. What does it say? It says that a plane is flat. It's a flat surface. So in the word airplane, it's telling you that it rides in the air on a flat surface. Okay, now when you take the word circumnavigation, when a boat goes around the ocean, that's called a circumnavigation. Many people have done it, okay, and many people have done it from east to west. All right, circumnavigation has never been completed from north to south or south to north. So I think that's peculiar at the least. All right, that's peculiar. Now, why is it that you're able to travel from east to west and not north to south? Because east to west means you're going to circumnavigate and you're going in a circle. When we talk about a circle is two-dimensional. A circle is a table. A table is flat. Okay, just like it says in the Bible, it says that God rests his feet upon the footstool of the earth, and he looks down upon us like grasshoppers. A footstool, have you ever seen a footstool? I've seen a lot of footstools, and I've never seen a footstool in the shape of a ball. What I've seen, though, is a footstool with 3 or 4 legs, and it's flat, so you can rest your feet on it. So in the Bible, it's saying a footstool. That's a circular, flat item. All right? It also says in the Bible, I don't even know how many times, that the earth is a circle. And a lot of people are confusing a circle with a sphere. A circle is not a sphere. A circle is two-dimensional. Two-dimensional means flat. All right? Now, as far as proofs where you can go prove this to yourself, for one thing, you can prove to yourself that a compass will not work on a ball. It only works on a flat surface, a flat and level surface. All right? And if we live on a ball, there are no flat surfaces. Balls don't have flat surfaces. Balls are curving in every direction. All right? Which is why they tell us we have 8 inches squared per mile, 8 inches per mile squared of curvature. But yet we can look at photos that have been taken, photos from 400-500 miles away, and you can clearly see directly across in whatever they're trying to film. You can see it clear as day. There should be 8 inches per mile squared of curvature. So on a 400-mile photo, you should never be able to see a mountain on the other side, okay? It just shouldn't happen, especially the whole entire mountain, the whole body of the mountain. It's ridiculous. Where is the curve? All right, there is no curve, and this can be proven. Go buy yourself a camera with a nice long zoom. All right, go get yourself a used Nikon P950. I bought one used. I paid like $400 for it, and it's gotten so much use. Camera's amazing. You can take awesome pictures of Saturn and Venus and the moon. Zoom right in to Tycho, the Tycho crater, which is funny. Tycho Brahe, no one knows who that is. He was another philosopher and another astronomer in the 1500s, a Danish astronomer that actually had an assistant that you learned about, I'm sure. Johannes Kepler was his assistant. And the reason they used Kepler's work and not Tycho's is because Kepler agreed and said that the Earth is moving and flying through the galaxy, and Tycho Brahe said it isn't. He said he believed in a geocentric model, which means everything circles around the Earth, okay? Circle. So when you begin to learn words, when you begin to understand things, like also a railguns fire out of a barrel, and they shoot targets up to 150, 200 miles away. Some have hit targets further than that. 200 miles. So either that bullet is going all the way around a curve, and people say it is, oh, gravity's making the bullet fall. Those bullets travel at velocities and speeds that are unheard of. So for gravity to be pulling the bullet down 8 inches per mile squared is stupid. Think about it. Use your common sense. Now, when we talk about the ancient civilizations, start looking into temples, in all the old caves and pyramids. What you'll find is that the constellations, and the constellations are the zodiac sign. The zodiac, when people mention the zodiac, it's not just about your horoscope, all right? I don't look at the zodiac like that at all. That's silly to me. I look at it as a timepiece. That's what the sky is. It's a clock. When you learn to read it, it makes sense. So if you are interested in learning, you can check out my website. You don't have to. This is my opinion. I'm not forcing anyone to believe anything. All I believe that people should do, in my opinion, is study and research things. Never stop learning. As soon as you stop learning, you lost the game, because they're going to sneak in a lie. And I got to tell you, the more research you do, the more you learn that everything that we've been told is flipped on its head, upside down. None of it makes any sense. And when you learn the other models of the earth, like the flat earth model, and you really learn it, it makes total sense. It just doesn't, there's no way, in my opinion, we live on a ball. It's impossible. All right, it's impossible. Spinning endlessly through the galaxy, we're looking at the same exact stars. We're looking at the North Star. You can track the North Star with your telescope. You can point your telescope on the North Star during the day. It'll track it and find it, because you can set up your, my telescope tracks things automatically. You just set up the longitude and latitude, and you set it up to a polar setup where you have to stick the front leg due north, and you have to point it to the North Star, and you can finagle it and then press enter so it follows what you're trying to watch. If you go to the North Star and point it at it, what you'll notice is the tripod will never move. The thing will never move. It will stay pointed on that North Star 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Why? Because the North Star is the center point and it doesn't move. All the other stars circle around. The North Pole stays still, the North Star. How is that possible if we're endlessly traveling and spinning and circling? In my opinion, it isn't. It's utterly ridiculous to consider that. So when you gain enough knowledge where you can go outside at night and look up and be like, oh, look, there's Vega, there's Arcturus, there's Deneb, there's the North Star, there's the Big and Little Dipper, you know, there's, all of these things, when you know where they are, there's Orion, there's Betelgeuse. When you know where these things are and it starts to click, you'll see what I'm talking about. But until that, you're just gonna keep denying what's right in front of your face. But I mean, it makes a lot of sense. We've been hypnotized. Call it magic, call it hypnosis, whatever you want. But again, this is my opinion. I love you all.